was a kid, it was cool to wear bell bottoms, but apparently it's cool to have a firearm.
A documentary report.
The National. From the Canadian Broadcasting Centre. He
was a top Toronto rap promoter. He understands the allure of gangster rap.
That's some shit that's some money shit.
Yeah, well, my reaction was like, it was a good look at the time and was pretty big that CBC would do something like that. But, you know, I don't think they went as in depth as they could have. And I don't think they have the right people doing it. Like out here in Canada, sometimes it's like the people that's doing the thing, they're not really in the culture or part of the culture. You know, they needed to have people from in the culture doing that. And I hope we could change that now as Man and Them is more mature and whatnot. I'm trying to get at CBC to do a lot of documentary stuff and do different stuff. So hopefully we could get people from in the culture doing it. But it was a good look, you know? And, you know, that was
actually, because I actually was in contact with them, and you're right, the Mark, and it was Mark and Maria that was dealing with it. And some things like they wanted to talk about it and everything, I had to like kind of direct them to say, you can't put that in. But they still did certain things that I didn't agree with. That was it scripted out?
Yeah.
So you're right. You're right. At that time, I don't know how CBC is now, but at that time, yeah, they didn't. The people that was doing the production, it wasn't people that knew about hip hop.
Yeah. Well, everything back in the day and stuff used to be more watered down. Now people don't want no watered down shit. People want real shit now. So if you're doing something now, you gotta keep it real. So CBC and them and all these networks need to start doing real shit when they're dealing with our culture and getting people from the culture like us, like you, Ross, and people like us.
The crazy thing with that is they almost didn't put it on air.
Yeah, wow.
They were supposed to contact me. How I found out, I was just switching the channels.
Yeah.
How they added certain things in there. They knew we would have got upset.
Yeah.
So they didn't even tell us, and then they put it in. They put the thing in after. Because
they put it in anyways.
There was supposed to be a soca part.
Yeah.
But not everything in there, that part. Because they wanted him to talk about, the rappers are negative, this or that. He's like, I'm not going to talk on my son and say this thing and say this and that about thing, and they cut him out.
You know
there was supposed to be more, as you said, there was supposed to be more detail, but they had their narrative. But the one thing they did keep their promise was they told us Dougie Fresh would commentate and be a part of it, and he was in it. We saw it. And then I saw that you had a song with Dougie Fresh after. How did that come about?
So then David Croppin, I was doing a video shoot for Dougie Fresh and was using this big game show concept. I forget the name of the game, what it was again, but this big game show concept, and they built the whole set exactly like the game show. It was one of David Croppin's biggest production at the time. And then after I was working with him on it, and he put me on like AD at that time, or assistant.
So that's what that was. Because I remember seeing that in the documentary when Dougie Fresh was talking. It did look like a game show, but I didn't know where they shot it.
Yeah, that was on the set.
That's what it was. Okay, that's what that was. Okay.
That was on the set of the video. And then when they were doing the video today, it was such a big production, and David was like working so hard on this. I remember he was working so hard on this. You know, he wasn't getting much sleep. He just been going and going, pre-production, putting it together. So then finally on the day of now, when it's time to do it, you know, maybe he was a little bit burnt out or whatever.
Thanks for watching, and check out our hundreds of other videos on this channel, Worldwide Entertainment TV Media, and our sister channel, Worldwide Entertainment TV Network.